right now. I want to welcome you guys back to another edition of Dirty Talk. I am your host, Dirty Cuttz, and today I'm here with a real special guest. This lady has broken some barriers down, has changed the game, has reached out to people in the industry that, you know, we didn't think they could be reached. None other than Mrs. Debbie Lewis. I want to welcome.
Hey.
Glad
to be here. Glad to be here.
What's up?
Hey.
Man, how you?
I'm doing great.
Word. So what brings you on around the neck of the woods around here?
Well, I'm excited to be here with you all and Chris and Primo and Deanna over there.
Okay.
So I'm just here.
Not only you're just here, you're making some major ass moves. So let's go on and get on into the nitty gritty of things. You have a booking agency, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go into that. Tell me a little bit about your agency that you got going.
Well, I started it 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make a change. My life was like more into the street life, and I really wanted to make a change, and I was tired. So I asked God to give me something that I can do, but I'm still hustling. So this is it, the booking agency. So I said, I'm self-made. Mm-hmm. I took a year and contacted so many celebrity artists.
Okay, so what's the name of the booking agency?
Debbie Lewis Booking Agency.
Debbie
LLC.
Lewis. All right, where can we find that at?
You can Google. Google me, come up. I'm on all business platforms and all across social media, international.
Okay. So what made you take the step towards the music industry?
Well, I always liked music.
Okay.
Even when I was in the streets, I ran after hour spots. So music, so I was always into that life and loving music.
The nightlife.
All
that good stuff.
Right.
All right, that's what's up.
So music, I think some people get it mixed up and say, hey, she just started. No, I've been started. Anytime you put a lot of people in one room and you play some music, that's entertainment.
Okay, well let's go into that. Take me back to, you've been in this. I want to know. Let's go back to your West Indian roots.
Well, I really it's my fiance. He got killed in 2007, and plus my best friend at the time was Raquel Doughty, and she listened to reggae. She turned us on to reggae. So I've been a big fan since like the 80s of reggae. So reggae is something that I love.
What's some of your favorite artists?
I love, Lord have mercy, I can just name so many Shabba Ranks, but I love Gangsta. I love Popcorn is like my number one.
Popcorn.
And I like Singer J. I like roots reggae. I like dancehall. I don't really have a favorite because I love Bounty Killer. I have did like some dudes for Bounty and did some promo for him. Doing a little thing. So that kind of like gave me a little start to his manager. Say, hey, David, push this. So starting out, I did a little things for him too. Okay,
so what? When you did that, did you get some kind of satisfaction out of it? Because it seemed like you kept going.
Yeah, because
more after that.
Basically, once I worked with Austin Green, my mentor. He's a Grammy Award winning producer. Once I seen him on Facebook, I was like, God, I got to work with him. And like 4 months later, I was working with him. I brought him here to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. A lot of people didn't really pay it no attention. They missed the mark. But Chris was there. But he has one of the biggest catalog out of producers in the world. And he have worked with Fantasia, Fat Joe. You could Google him. People really weren't paying no attention.
Right.
So when we did the Artist Expo, a lot of artists weren't in tune in what he had going on. But I was in tune because I watched him.
Right.
And so I made my target, for me being in the streets and recognizing things. So, okay, let me target that. Target him.
Some good leadership qualities. Or
Maybe. Yeah. I'm out. I think I always been a
like you're a
leader.
strategic woman.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I worked with him, and then once I got him here, we just clicked. It's like I known him forever. We was like sisters and brothers. He became my mentor. We talked, like, you know. And Payday is the type of person that he's kind of closed, shut off from the world. He's not gonna call you. You have to really be looking for him. And he has some good qualities that he taught me. Cause first I started out kind of rough and rugged, you know, like cause I had really went out. I was like, you got to get out here. So hey, you got to calm down. And it's like I was anxious, but I was passionate too. Yeah. But I wanted to like just get out that life.
Like a bulldog.
So.
She was bulldog.
Let me. Where you from? What hood you from?
I'm from Happy Hill.
From Happy Hill Garden.
I'm a jigger all day.
All day.
All day.
Okay.
In real life.
That's where you get your realness and
Right. But you know what?
energy from.
I believe this is what I think. My mother was very strict.
Okay.
So I chose. My mother was very strict. As you can see, my mother was very strict. My siblings are nothing like me. I think I'm the only sibling that was out there in the streets. Mm-hmm. So my mother was very strict, but I chose that life. So I take full responsibility for it. But I never been in trouble behind it because God covered me.
Yeah, you still had something to pull from because she put that in you.
Yes. So that Christian background that I have and that anointing and all that good stuff God give you, I have it.
Let me ask you something. You think these young women now today, inherits those characteristics of?
Yeah, from their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people, we all do something. We might don't. Like my mother instilled it in me, but I didn't do that. But I use it now, and I used it then. You see what I'm saying? But we might not say it all the time.
I got you.
You know.
So what you? I want to skip the subject, and we're gonna get back to it. But it's a crisis going on with the youth around here. What can you say about the young women right now that's coming up that maybe they can take and better themselves with?
Well, first and foremost, I think the parents need to take responsibility because it starts in the home. The schoolhouse is not your child's teacher. The streets is not your child's teacher. It starts at home. So we in the black community, we need to start taking some responsibility for our households. My mother was a single parent, but she took responsibility for her kids.
Right now.
So that's what I think they need to start taking more responsibility, the parents. Okay. And then start teaching their young ladies how to be young ladies and black queens and kind of respect themselves. Because when we was growing up, our mother instilled that in us.
Gotcha.
Because class is not given to everyone.
Right.
It's not. Some people think, I can act this, I can act like that. You still not. Some people just not classy. It's just you don't have it. And some people it's in them.
Right.
So we have to just get back to where our roots. We just got to get back to where when it was like we just have to get back and teach our youth and teach them some morals and respect. But if you got everything going on in your home, how you gonna teach your child?
Right.
I'm big on that. Even though I was in the streets, my kids never seen anything. So we are our kids' best teachers.
Gotcha.
I don't want my kids to look up to nobody but God and me, and then go out and do their thing. All right.
That's what's up. Great answer. Okay, well let's get back to the music thing, and the management and the booking. I understand that you were managing Reggae Ray. Mm-hmm. All right. Can you go into that adventure a little bit about that? Can you tell me how did that come about?
That was so crazy how I met Reggae Ray. It was this Drew Stiller. She's an older lady. Somebody that used to take me places, different things. And I said, hey, Andrew, take me here and there. Drew Stiller.
Did she used to work for the trenches?
She used to be a nurse.
Okay. Did she recently pass away?
No, she's still living.
Okay. I'm thinking about
And that's how I met. When I first started, she said, I got this artist. I'm going to give him your card. Mm-hmm. So he said he received the card, but he laid it on the dresser. So he said some often he would look at the card and say, I'm going to call her. Then he put the card down and say, I'm going to call her. So then he finally called me and we met up. But Reggae Ray had already had everything together because Primo and them had already. When I came into working with Reggae Ray, his catalog was already, everything was well put together. Only thing he needed was my connections, my links, and my PR services. Other than that, he was great. You know, I think he's an amazing artist. He's an amazing artist, but he just needs to stay more focused. I'm very strict on people who I work with, because you're really taking my time.
Gotcha.
You know, my time is very valuable, and I work hard.
Okay.
I work hard, and I don't waste time.
Right.
And Reggae Ray was that type of person. He don't waste time either. So when we worked together, it was always good to work with him and say, hey, this is what you need to do. But Primo and them had already shaped them, mold them. He had already helped mold himself. I really didn't have nothing to do but give him my connection.
Yeah, just put him in the right place.
Right.
That's when they got with Bruce.
Yeah.
So, okay, y'all. Can you go into a little bit about the Boosie situation?
So Reggae Ray wanted to do a feature. So we had I had two people in mind, Bootsy and this other gentleman. He was a celebrity artist too, but he had more connections. I thought he had more connections, and he was gonna lead Reggae Ray to where I needed him to be, but he chose Bootsy. But I wish he would have chose the other gentleman because I seen his platform was moving more faster than Bootsy. He was the I can't. What is his name? What's his name? Fago something. Fago. He did something with you know I forget names, honey. I'm like old head. I forget names, but he did a song with Rick Ross and Vanilla Ice.
Who did?
The guy.
The other guy.
The other guy. His name Famo. What is it? Fago Gummy, something like that. It's a crazy. Yeah, something like that. No. It's F. Let me tell you how you spell his name. Faitgo.
Fago.
And then he's got something on the end of it. He's on Instagram. He's a big celebrity artist.
Okay.
So he was saying, okay, I should have had that written down so y'all will know. So I really wanted him to work with him because he had more opportunities for him. Mm. So with me and him, when I called him, it's like we just
linked it up.
Yeah, and I didn't know him at all, but we talked for like 3 hours on the phone. And he was like, I haven't heard nobody so passionate about the music in a long time like you. So I want to give him a push because of you. So we kind of talk and he'll call, and he's a super dope artist. He worked a lot with Rick Ross, so there was an opportunity for Reggae Ray to go to Miami and kind of connect up. But he wanted to work with Boosie. I like Boosie too, because Boosie also gave me and Primo them opportunities too.
Gotcha.
He's manager. Saturday. Saturday is a very amazing person too in the field that I am in. So he worked with a lot of artists. Boosie, he just boosted role manager, Young Blue, but he had the connections. So I like it. So either way, both opportunities for Reggae Ray was good. Yeah. So he did a feature.
Tell him I have met with Mo 3, like at both of them.
Oh yes, at the time when Reggae Ray went to Boosie's house, I think that day Boosie was supposed to his daughter's birthday party. So he waited on Reggae Ray. He was like, you better come on, Deb, you better come on. I ain't gonna be here. But he waited. So at the time, Reggae Ray and Mo 3 was there doing the features because he was running features, specials.
Okay.
But Mo 3 went a little harder than Reggae Ray. Rugged Ray, like, he's laid back too much. When you in the industry, you got to let these people know I want it.
Yeah, okay.
Not saying I already have it.
So what you been take me into that? You mean he went a little bit harder, like
Mo3 went hard. Like you could
brought
tell.
his peoples down.
No, you could just tell that because I didn't go that day. Cause I don't like traveling at the time.
Yeah.
I just like to get on the phone and say, hey, that's the voice, and just do what I need to do.
That was the voice,
right?
Yeah.
So I didn't go, but me and Sarah have that connection. Me and Sarah on a different level, like me and Primo, and we talk and talk business and all,
Right.
So he really Mo3 just he wanted it. Rugged Ray wanted it, but he didn't show him that he wanted it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mo3, man.
Yeah. So all them, it was like a couple of artists that I think Booster had like different artists coming through because he had a super dope special.
Right.
For artists, for features. So Rugged Ray, he did the feature, they did the video. Primo went down and they worked with Booster, and then that's what really made me and Sarah have that connection. So anytime Booster on tour, Sarah said, hey, I got this. One time he had this BET special. I wanted one of the artists from here I called all the artists. I said, hey, Sarah got this special. You sit down in the BET Awards. You sit down there, you get interviewed, all that good stuff. And nobody, to me, to be honest with you, can I just say it?
Go ahead.
Winston-Salem artists have to stand up. And when you put them in the arena, they don't know what to do with it. When you sit them in the arena, they kind of like lay back, or they go in there like they already have it. You talking to these elite people that's already have it. They already got everything. They don't need anything from you. They don't need anything from you. You need them. So some of them going there too laid back. Some of them going there like I already got this. That's a turn off for them. And then when I look on your Instagram, you're not even doing any of the numbers.
So it's either extreme, either
nothing. So I think we need to just stand up more and stop just focusing on the negative, focus on the positive, and move in a good direction. And everybody on one accord. Like Chris Beatz show up for everything. I didn't even know him. He's very supportive. If our support system was good in the music industry, it would be great. But everybody have egos. Everybody said, hey, or I've been at it this long, what she think she doing? Or, hey, who are they? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. When I can go somewhere else and sit down with some elite people and they're not even thinking about that. They just think about, okay, hey, you got the bag, this work. It's just like hustling.
Right.
You can't go to a person for that and sit down with them, you ain't got no cash. They ain't finna put nothing in your hand you can't invest in yourself.
So that brings me to the question, just want to ask you, how do you feel about relationships, period? And what's the importance of relationships?
Relationships is everything in this game. That's what it stands on. They watch, they listen.
You know, my dad always said, he said, son, it ain't what you know, it's who you know, nigga.
It is. It's very important. And then once you get to know them, you got to stand on your 10 toes and let these people know that you can do your part. And bring your A game. You ain't got your A game and you just talking. I don't do a lot of talking. I don't do no interviews. I don't do a lot of talking. I just let my work speak for me. Because, some people, I just work.
Yeah.
Just work. And stay humble.
Because it was hard getting this woman, y'all.
Yeah, stay humble. So you know what my mentor always taught me? Don't make yourself so available for people.
Ooh, I like that.
Don't make yourself so available for people.
I like that.
Like Wanda told me that.
That's my first lesson. Payday taught me, don't make yourself available for people. If they want their way, you know your worth. So that's what I was taught.
So you know your worth.
I like that. I wish I was taught that.
No, it ain't. You are. But you know what? I just have a dope. I have a dope mentor. I love him. He just taught me a whole lot. He opened the door for me, and I didn't even know him. When I was moving around in Winston, some people wouldn't even open the door. And I got to go way across in a whole international waters. Yeah.
International.
So sometimes I think, and then sometimes I think some people be like, baby, I love her music. Yeah. And sometimes you be hurt. People be hurt because they put so much in this and money. And then we come across some people in the industry in our own city and they just have all this negative energy. Because energy is everything for me. So I just think we just need to gather up and let these people know. Like I have worked with some people like Eastwood. They love Winston-Salem. They love the artists. They have all the good things to say. But we missing one element. So we have to figure out what that element is. So we all can grow and move. Atlanta did it.
I think it's unity.
Yep.
It's unity. I think it's unity, and I think...
Well, unity and drive.
And then the
Consistency.
mindset. And then the mindset. And then you have to just... It's crazy. It's so crazy. When I did bring Payday, he was like, Debbie, I know why the people kind of ain't moving in the right direction. I said, why? Remember he asked you that question, he asked you a question, Chris, about the women getting, he said, remember that day when we came to see you and he asked you about the lynching, the women and different things like that? And he said, we don't know our history here and we don't take it serious. So it's a lot of that went on here and it's just, the energy is still here.
It's still here.
Right.
I believe it.
He said that. But he asked Chris that question. But I'm looking at him like,
I actually kind of been asking every artist that I've been interviewing or about how they feel about it, or do they feel like it's a black cloud
I do.
over Winston?
I do.
Or
I
is
really
that
do.
just a stigma for every black neighborhood, or is...
No, I think it's about energy.
I don't really feel like that because I feel like we done had a lot of successful people come out of Winston-Salem that play on all professional levels, even in music, even in movies, sports.
But you also get
the sun
people
gonna always shine,
right? But then you get them saying to you, they come like Knife Wonder. If it's so great, why he's not coming here doing anything? Because the people take ownership of other people's things too. Entitlement. Look at Chris Paul. He can do all he can for us and we always complain. So it's just the real, we just got to keep it 100 here.
Well, people don't want to be dealing with, once
No,
they
just
get to a
stop
certain
complaining.
level.
Just stop complaining and just be thankful.
Right.
Just stop complaining. Instead, thinking you entitled to somebody else's things. The entitlement issue is big here too. Like I have to work. No, I don't. I don't have to do anything with you.
Like they have to get in for free or something.
Yeah.
They
just move. That's just work. Put your work in like I did. I cried. I lost sleep. Lost my house. I lost everything I had to win. Some people don't want to lose nothing. In Winston-Salem, they don't. Lose to win. If God ain't gonna give you anything easy.
Taking the L.
He's not gonna give you anything easy.
I say that. I say take a L, not meaning taking a loss, but taking a lesson.
Right. Exactly. And God ain't gonna give you anything easy. If He wants you to have it, He'll give it to you. You have to wait.
You have to. He already gave it to you.
Right.
It's just about you getting
a man don't work, don't eat.
Right.
If you don't put in no work, you ain't gonna eat nothing. And you have to be mindful of who you put in your space. And you have to be mindful of where you put your seed, plant your seeds too. Because all seeds ain't good seeds. Right. So I think that's,
Well,
I'm just keep, I don't know, I just have to be brutally honest. That's just me.
Okay. That's what's up. So what's in the future for Debbie?
I love Winston-Salem. I want to see us move in So as Primo, I just rep Winston-Salem everywhere I go. And I want us to like come together and stop.
We gotta have some self-love.
And put these egos down. Put the ego down and let's work. Like, let's work.
How can we do that though? Like, how can we really like start forming?
Take that envy and jealousy out of the way, and stop acting like you have to be first. I can sit in the back and just watch and work. You know, that's it. Just sit in the back.
Trying to be first.
I don't have to be first because God already made me first. I don't need to.
I like that.
I don't need to. I don't need to. God get all the glory. Everything I'm seeing here today, God get all the glory. And you give it to Him, He gonna lead you in the right direction. I don't need man.
Right.
Everything I ask for, I speak with authority. And everything. When me and Primo went to get the building right, I said in the car, Primo look at me sometimes like I'm crazy. And I say, Primo, we gonna go in this building and we ain't gonna pay anything. We not gonna pay nothing. God said, He was like, we went in that building, what happened? Everything I said, I spoke. Speak with authority over. We need to start speaking with authority, and give God give him His credit. We don't wake up for nothing. He wake us up.
Praise the Lord.
You better say it, honey. Everything I do, God lead. If it ain't me, I had to step back and kind of like plant this whole thing out and kind of feel my way.
I can see that.
And say, God say, okay. When it's time to move, I let Him tell me when to move. And then everything go all right.
Right.
If you don't tell me to move, I ain't moving. I don't make myself available. Because I want everything I do in this industry, everything I do in my business, I want Him to order my steps. Order everything I have.
Me too.
Right. So He can move. That's it.
Shit.
That's it. That's it. I mean, I don't know. I'm like Country Wayne. Jesus popping. You know what he say? He popping. Country Wayne popping off. And there ain't nobody paying no attention. Everybody want to serve the devil. Look at Country Wayne popping off.
And stepped off and gave it to the next.
What you talking about? Talk about God is good. That's all I know.
You done helped a handful of
yes. Look at there.
Comedians come
What you talking about? And we know that's what we need.
He's still going.
We need to put that. We need to put some good energy in Winston-Salem.
We're doing that, and that's the whole purpose of Dirty Talk platform here in Winston-Salem. That's what I created. That's what me and Chris came up with and created. We wanted to have a platform for these artists to get out there.
Y'all doing an amazing job. I watch y'all. Excuse me, show. I watch it all the time. Sometimes I watch it at work. I can't even work. So that's why I say it's a special thing. It's a special thing, y'all. That's
what's up. That's
nice.
what's up, man.
It's nice and it's pleasant. It's relaxing to see QB and QT. You know I'm good with names. I call somebody else's name. I'm telling you. I ain't good with names. And who else? Chris Beatz. Primo, you and Sonny. Sonny's amazing. Brittany, I don't know her, but I know Chris Beatz and QT, Bostic. Let me say that. That's why I always say Q Bostic. Yeah, Bostic. Yeah. It's some amazing artists like Johannes. Johannes is amazing.
Johannes my dude.
He hard.
We gotta get Johannes.
Johannes is he one of the hardest in this place.
Yeah,
when it comes to the music, he bad.
Then you have the Damager on steroids.
He bad. His flow is ridiculous. Like it's an amazing artist. Primo. I like Rise. Rise always been tough.
Okay.
I remember when he started, working. I wasn't in the music thing back then, but we was sponsoring me and Bobby, my fiance.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so it's some amazing artists. We just got to
shout out to
do
Bobby
more.
Bugatti.
I like Bobby Bugatti. I like
the
them.
host.
I like the host.
Celebrity host.
What you looking at me for?
I just want to know.
You got some energy on you. You got some energy on you. Yeah, you got some energy on you. You got some discernment too. Get on over there. Get on over there. With that discernment all over the place, ain't it, Dion? Get on over there.
Well, you know I got a little hair around here. My cup, getting a little warm over here.
Yeah, so I watch everybody.
Ain't nothing like a pretty face in the place.
I like what they do in that Pink Talk. Pink Talk got them out there.
Shout out to Pink Talk podcast.
I watch everybody. What they doing around in Winston-Salem. I think it's doing better than what we were. What we was doing. They kind of taking it serious.
So what kind of so let them know the little celebrity artist that you're working with. You know what I'm saying? The international. Tell me international
I have worked with hip hop. I have worked with Phyllis Horn. He won battle rap BET. Remember BET? The guy who won battle rap. I worked with him. He also wrote for Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. He has an amazing catalog. Writing skills. It's so dope. I worked with.
Wrote for Nicki. Yeah.
He's amazing. I do some work for him booking. He hit me up. He was like, "Hey girl, you moving? Let me get on your team." I was like, "You know what I'm saying?" I was like, "Okay." So that's what I get a lot too, cause they see me working, but you're quiet, you know. I work with Concept. He's a amazing artist. He's the Billboard that he had. I work with the Billboard too. They wanted me to sign a contract with them, but I didn't like the contract.
Billboard, you mean the
Blip billboards.
Okay, I got you. The actual billboard.
Yeah, I didn't like the contract, and Google wanted me to do some work with them promo. I didn't like the contract either. So I kind of like no.
That's kind of stank of you. Why was that?
Because I know how to read a contract. And no.
No, you ain't gonna play my face.
Because I really don't want to work for nobody. Because they'll cut me.
I got you. So you gonna make this.
So if you see me bringing all these artists and you want it's stipulations and I'm bringing them to you, ain't no stipulations on Dead Balloons Booking Agency. I am the CEO. No. So I didn't want to take it. So I kind of like the freelance with them. I love it's so much out here for independent artists. And sometimes if you contact them as a PR, they'll make arrangements for you to get different things that they have. You know, like I think I work with Hip Hop Weekly. They have an amazing package. Sheen Magazine have a bomb package for independent artists. Cause she made me at first I didn't have it, but she custom made me one. It's amazing. Let me see who else I work with. International, I done work all across the board.
Okay, now hold on. Before you go to now, when you say a package for the artist, can you explain that? What
the package.
What you mean by that?
Like an interview, a spread in the magazine. Then you have to come up to Sheen Magazine to one of their locations. They do pretty much like what y'all doing here, and just do a whole spread on them.
Gotcha.
For independent artists. It's an amazing package. It is. I like it.
That's what's up.
Magazine.
I have magazines. I'm.
You still work with Temple?
Yeah, I love Temple Mystic. Temple Mystic is one of the sweetest, hardest working women I know in the industry, and she has a resume that's crazy too. She's sweet. You know her?
No, I'm not.
She's a good person.
What does she do?
She's in Atlanta. She's done on her, I think, 3 radio stations. She's been at it for a while.
She's a radio host
and a radio owner.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she's amazing. She have worked with some big names, but she's so humble and so sweet. I have her packages too. She give me a nice discount. I have worked with her.
Nephew.
Nephew. Keisha Cole's sister, yeah. I have worked with her.
I was gonna go into that here in a little bit. I was gonna ask
I like her team.
How did you hook up with Nephew? I know you got my boy Primo on her.
Just networking. Networking is the key. Knocking on doors, calling people, hey, this is Debbie Lewis, I'm PR, give my credentials, and then we talk, and then we might talk on the phone an hour, and you just I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they give the gab.
No, just no, I don't like to give for the gab. Give for the gab, people ain't hear no shit. They slick as hell. Excuse my language, but they ain't hear no shit. Give for the gab. I had one who worked for me and I fired her. Give for the gab, no. Don't nobody know. Listen, give for the gab. Give for the gab. Listen to what you say. I'm from the streets, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about want to see no gift for the gab, but you always got some shit with you. Come on, man. That shit don't make no sense. Excuse my language now. Y'all don't make me go. Give for the gab. I don't want to see them people. Because they always got some stuff when they sleep. They think they smarter than you. Give for gab. Seriously. It's just favor.
That's all that is.
That's all. And not being scared. Open the door. They have their numbers out there. Google me.
Right. That's the truth.
They do.
You just got to do the research.
Yeah, and you have to know how to talk. At first I was like, I ain't gonna be able to get this. I'm country. I got this country slang, ghetto slang with me. But then I started getting more comfortable in calling them. And then they was more relatable to me. And then that's country slang. They say, hey, where you from? And then that just eased the conversation. And then
that's the hospitality.
So networking is the key. It's really not hard to connect with people when you bring in a bag. They answering their phone when you ain't got no bag.
Gotcha.
Who gonna answer? You gonna answer your phone? I say, hey, Ricardo, I need a haircut for free. You gonna avoid me.
I'm gonna tell you like
avoid me.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when I blow up, I'm gonna act like I don't know nobody. I'm
saying for real, if I come to you every time and say, Ricardo, hey, I need a haircut. I ain't got no money. Every time, they're gonna avoid you.
Swipe left.
So that's just how this goes. And reality music is the same way.
Gotcha.
Now, I mean, you don't have to have a big bag, but if you're willing to, like Primo said, hey, and just kind of do the things that you can afford, and just stay in your budget. And,
right.
Yeah, so I do have things that people can afford.
But still, the importance is investing in yourself.
Exactly.
Because ain't nobody gonna goddamn invest in you if you ain't gonna do it yourself.
Say that again.
That's so true. They're not.
Ain't nobody gonna invest in you.
And then sometimes if you're a hard worker and they see that you putting in the work, and sometimes people don't have that work ethic, but they had a bag. I done seen that too. They had a bag, but their work ethic is like, okay.
Shitty.
You're right.
So I got a little question for you. So how do like the booking, like how does it go for like the booking and stuff like that though? So like, so people could get a little more familiar with trying to get booked, for shows and stuff.
How to book?
They want you to be their booking, like.
And are you accept the artists like that?
I work with I work with independent. I love working with independent artists. My company, that's why I make most of my money from independent artists. I love working with independent artists, but some independent artists ain't gonna get booked because you ain't putting no work in. So I keep it 100 with them when they call me, and I look over their Instagram, I look over their social media handle, and I know what they're doing. I watch them for about a week before I call them back, and I just keep it brutally honest. You want a booking for $500, but you ain't got $500 worth of work invested in yourself or the time. Promoters have lost so much money during COVID. They want to make money. So if the promoter is looking for the hottest thing, so they can. It's all about money. At the end of the day, when the promoter wants to book you, he wants somebody that's hot, like the baby, or somebody that's hot, so they can make money.
So really, like the bookers and the promoters, they kind of
work hand in hand, right? And we kind of like work together. Well, you have to have a promoter to even deal with event planner. To see that the event planner and the promoter is very, very valuable to me. Because if I don't know no promoter, how am I gonna get that person booked? If I don't know an event planner, how am I gonna get them booked? And I always stress this to artists: have your press kit, an EPK. Okay. It's so important.
Okay. let's talk about that. What is a press kit?
Electronic press kit is pretty much like a bio now. It's a bio about the artist, what the artist is doing. To me, I think it needs to be very professional, need a very professional photo, and then you just tell who you are and the things you have done. So now they don't have to go looking, searching, and it's right there. And your credentials, because it's like you're selling yourself to the promoter. Basically. So that's what that is.
So basically, it's a damn resume, y'all.
Yeah, resume. Mm-hmm.
A musical resume.
Exactly.
That's well put together.
You have to have that. If a person don't have that and they're independent artist, I won't work with them because it's hard. How am I going to tell your story? I need the people that when I send them by email, I need them to say, "Hey, look, this is who I'm working with. This is what we asking for." You know, so it's very important.
Gotcha.
And make sure you have your music copyrighted. Make sure your music is copyrighted. Make sure you got your music.
And how do they need to copyright it through who? The Library of Congress.
Yes. Go to the government site.
Yes.
You can't go to them other sites. They playing with you.
Right.
You want them to be able to send you a birth certificate. The government like your birth certificate.
Right.
So get your music copyrighted. I mean, if it's not copyrighted, what are you doing? You're doing it for a hobby. And your music not tied down properly. Get your music tied down properly. Get your music so you can get some of your royalties. Just tie down your music. If you just fumbling with this music and you ain't got it together, when you get ready to sit down with an AR, they don't want to work with you.
You never know you provide those services as well.
I provide some. Yeah, I provide them services. I love that part. I kind of like studied it. And got a system. This system
it's pretty much part of artist development.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's artist development. In my company, it's artist development. I have so many different packages that I do. I'm a PR, artist development, promo, different things. But I like the artist development because I want to see the artist grow.
Right, that's what's up.
And then copyrighting your music, the NSYNC license is so important for artists. That's where the money at.
Right.
We thinking we want to stream, get the money with the strings. Strings is okay.
A lot of guys are just going straight to these sites like DistroKid and what's the other one? TuneCore.
I like United Masters.
Well, they kind of. I mean, it's kind of making them lazy, but at the same time, it's a great platform.
That's part of
the. But they still need a.
No, but that's part of the. You have to have one. You have to have that.
In order to go through it.
Yeah, in order for you to see your royalties, it's steps to that.
Right. So, and then you got to be registered with either BMI.
BMI is your pro. BMI is your pro. Some people get it confused. One artist had been doing music forever, and I was embarrassed for him.
Why?
Because he didn't know. And then he argued with me.
He wasn't with ASCAP or BMI?
No, he thought BMI was his distributor. They do everything. And I'm not even going to say his name.
Lord.
I was very confused.
Right.
And very confused. And big person here. And I was like, and a lot of people here I come in contact, they don't have anything. They don't have no knowledge. And BMI is just your pro. Your performance right organization, they don't do anything but just keep up with your royalties. Nothing. It's a step.
Do y'all hear these Jews dropping?
You know? Yeah, it just keep up with your royalties and what's going on. You know, and then you have to go from there. You go get your make sure that you be your own publisher because you don't gonna get any royalties without you having a publisher. It has to go through a third party.
The publisher.
You know what I'm saying? So if you your own publisher, everything comes to you. A lot of artists don't know that either. That you can be your own publisher.
It's real simple.
You know, so just learn the system. And go from there. You need media base, BDS. You need all that. So your royalties all can come in one. You need the Billboard charts. How you gonna chart? You ain't signed up for the Bill sound scan. How you gonna chart? You're never gonna chart. You're never gonna hit the charts. So when you out here running, say, hey, buy my music, but you don't sign up to a sound stand, how you gonna charge? You're never gonna charge. And the two most important charts is the Billboard charts and the indie charts. No other charts ain't important.
So
But if you don't, the Billboard charts and the indie charts, the two most important charts. And indie charts is for independent, upcoming artists. But if you're not signed up to it, how you gonna charge?
Right. That's with anything. You gotta apply yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't reading is fun to me.
Yeah. So you just have to just go through the steps and make sure you have everything and everything is written down. You got your IEN number. You want to be a professional artist.
Gotcha.
You want to go downtown. You want to do all that good stuff.
God damn,
And file taxes.
I need to sit down.
File
and
your taxes.
sit down with you.
Yeah, it's important. It's very important. File your taxes. Now, some of them artists got the PP loan because they had their stuff tied down, and they couldn't apply for that. Cause I seen it on there. Cause they lost the most. There ain't no shows, ain't no promoters. It's nothing. So sign your music up. Get your music tied down. That's the most important thing that I see with our independent artists. They have absolutely nothing. They have DistroKey and the distributor, and then they have the pro, and nothing else.
Okay, well look here. I want to give a shout out to OG Brand Company, home of the Fronto Leaf. If you don't know, now you know. Smoke good, love, and live life. All right. Also, want to give a shout out to Umi's African Hair Braiding. We're located right here on 501 North Liberty Street. That's Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Come and check out the good African artifacts. And these women can braid hair like a motherfucker. Yeah. All right.
They got some nice things, too.
Yeah, they got some nice things. I'm also located here. I'm Dirty Cuttz. You can also look me up on dirtycuts.com and book me for a haircut session. You know what I'm saying? I get you right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you can also book me on booksy.com. Find me on there, Dirty Cuttz, at Umi's African Hair Braiding. Also, if you need some flyers, tags, video, beats,
photography,
engineering, photography, hit my boy Chris Beatz up. You know what I'm saying? The brother's talented and moving like a mug. So if you don't get him now, you ain't gonna get him.
Always.
All right? Is there any shout outs that you want to give?
Yeah, I like to give a shout out to Hartford, Connecticut, my team up there, Papa Dilla's production. And shout out to my clients and Payday, most definitely him, most definitely Payday. Payday
shout out to your company.
Buffy, I can't forget Monica. Yeah. My who do all my
praying
paperwork.
for you, baby. I know
my paperwork,
you ain't been feeling well.
I can't ever forget her, never, because she helped me build my.
Love you, Buff.
Yeah, so I want to make sure, yes, strongly.
Okay.
Behind me is the paperwork, and that's her.
Okay.
And my god sister Lisa Thompson. My sister, rest in peace, Thelma Westbrook, everywhere I need to go when I wasn't driving, she get up, take me. Yeah, it's a lot. It's just a lot
David
of people.
just started driving, y'all, and she drove here because
And then I'm scared of the highway. I'm scared of the highway. I'm scared to drive the highway. If I could drive the highway, I probably be burning up some stuff down in Atlanta all over the place, and they'll see me. They'll see me. You hear me?
Well, let's get you a driver.
I know. And then sometimes I say that, and Primo say, "Come out the house." I say, "I don't need to come out the house, Primo.
Come on out.
I'm just chilling." I think I have did a lot for me to be behind the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You know your role now.
And then international, I love it. They have been so amazing. Shout out Jamaica, shout out all the Africa, shout out all the international awards. I love the international waters. The international waters love Debbie. They open up doors when nobody else will open up doors. So I got to give a shout out to them.
Get dirty talking.
You know what I'm saying?
International have showed me so much love.
I know that's right. I want to eat some planters and smoke big blunts. You know
It's ridiculous. Down to, hey, I can't even thank them enough. It ain't even ain't no words to say, hey, Jamaica to the world, dancehall reggae to the world. I love the other genres.
That's how you got your start, so shit.
Right. Yeah, they open reggae dancehall to the world. I rip it till I die. They have to put that flag over me. Say reggae,
I know that's right.
dancehall, Jamaica to the world. I'm telling you, telling to the world, because that's what most of my money coming in there. That's where they gave me my start. My big commission came from there.
Yeah.
I was able to purchase a car.
Yeah.
Commission love. They open doors like like crazy, and they still open.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Ghana. That's a shout out, Bebo Black. Everybody, Ghana. He just rapping Debbie Lewis to
okay, I thought you was talking about
Ghana too.
The country.
Yeah,
okay,
Ghana. Yes.
You talking about a guy?
No, Ghana, Africa.
Okay, yeah.
My guy I work with his celebrities. Shout out Bebo Black Santino to the world too, cause he opened doors in Ghana for me. I don't even know half of them people, but they know me because he put it out
I've been
there.
showing some love to black folk around here.
Yes, they have. They are amazing.
Y'all better recognize what's going on in this world.
Get with your international.
Yes, get with
your cousins.
Get what you better. What you
Get with
say?
your cousins,
You better say it, cause they open up
You
doors.
see, I'm here with Omi.
But let me tell you one thing.
Shit.
Somebody said to me, they don't listen to hip hop. You know how much hip hop international people listen to hip hop?
A lot.
Billions.
Yeah, they still got them bumping Ice Baby and shit.
Right. And then you have and then you have some amazing. You have a amazing person here, Shaka Shay. Shaka Shay, a female, the first female to go on the Billboard charts. Check her out. Know your history. We got some history here, but people just sleeping.
I ain't know that shit.
You need to get on
here.
She bad.
Coals on my eyes.
Right, Shaka Shay. Everybody think it's this person. No, Shaka Shay was the first female here to ever hit the Billboard charts. I love her, work with her. She kind of particular who she interviewed. She gave me my first interview, and I don't think she gave nobody else.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret, man. Debbie has really been creating a little history around here, because we was really like the first independent artist.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
The first independent artist to perform in Miami, KOD. Thanks to Debbie Lewis.
Yeah. They did, the Primo them did an amazing job.
No doubt.
I just listened, Primo them went to the little party, all the celebrities. I stayed in the hotel and went to sleep.
No doubt. Well, look here.
I'm ready.
Look here, y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with our stinking asses. Hey, peace, love, and hair grease. See y'all the next time.